What's up, guys? Welcome to Archer Amplified. I'm Archer. I'll be here every Monday talking to you about my job as a full-time musician and all the hurdles that come along with that. You'll hear about shows, songwriting, and everything that goes on behind the curtain. If you're curious about when I'm playing my shows, make sure you go to archermusicxx.com to check out my show schedule. Also, give me a follow on Instagram and Facebook. Just search Archer Music XX. Okay, so we've talked about the producing, the recording, the mixing and mastering. Let's talk about the music video aspect. What are they used for? How long does it take to make one? Are they super expensive? Are they not super expensive? We're gonna cover all that right here on Archer Amplified. Okay, so music videos are very popular, obviously. Most artists put them out at the same time as their single, like especially if they're a celebrity and like have the budget and the time, not really time, but have the budget for it. So for example, let's talk about some of the very popular music videos that are, out right now. So I looked up online and I just did a simple Google search about the highest costing music videos. So Taylor Swift's music video for Me cost $1 million, okay? $1 million to do that. And then Scream by Michael Jackson cost $7 million. Okay. I don't have that. Not many people do. But I guess when you're Taylor Swift or Michael Jackson, you can do whatever the heck you want. Okay, so why are music videos needed? Okay, so they boost the exposure and the visibility of the artist. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, dude, have you seen the music video to that? It's wild. Okay. Ed Sheeran's Shape of You video currently has 5.2 billion views. Okay? 5.2 billion. It literally, I went and watched it. It tells a whole story. And then there's a plot. I'm not going to it's like a movie, okay? It's like a mini movie. And I'm not going to, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to mess it up for you. But basically, it just tells a whole story. And then there's a whole plot twist and some comedy thrown in. 5.2 billion views. And it makes sense. Music videos add a whole different level to connecting with the artist. It shows the listener or viewer an idea of what's in the artist's head. If the artist writes a song about something that can be taken any kind of way, honestly, then the video can portray kind of what the artist is meaning, or what experience this artist has gone through and how this song came about can come out through the video. It can also be used as a cultural or political platform to help get word out about things, because a lot of people watch music videos. So music videos have a lot of sway, not sway, but have a lot of, I don't know, it's like a platform that artists can use. They can share their voice and what they're trying to say through music videos. If you're trying to save the earth, or global warming or climate change or whatever, you can kind of portray that in a music video, and it will end up getting to more people because the artist has that platform. All right, so there's a lot of work that goes into making a music video, which I'm sure you all knew, but I'm not a celebrity. I'm not like Taylor Swift or Halsey or Ed Sheeran or Michael Jackson, obviously. So it was a little different for me. I made a music video for Tonight off of my Salem Town EP, and it took a bit of time, a good bit of time. This was before I became Archer, so I learned a lot. Granted, I obviously did not have the same budget as all of those people, celebrities and stuff, but I did know, or do know, currently, a really dope videographer that I got to work with, and his name is Jody Bruchon. He's with Gazing Cat Productions, and he's from my hometown. He helped me understand the whole process of it, since I was going to be doing everything except for the videoing and the editing portion, which is what Jody did. Jody's super dope, super smart. All right, he walked me through this whole process and taught me a whole lot about it. So you have to write a storyboard, like shot by shot, frame by frame. Like, how do you want the camera to move? Where are you looking, or where's the object looking, or the focal point? I mean, where's the focal point looking? If it's a human, is there going to be a slow zoom? How many seconds? Is there a pan, a profile shot, a close up? You literally have to draw out the entire video, every single second and millisecond. And it really helps to do that. There's a lot of organization to it, and it takes some time, but it really helps. And you might be able to see it in your head, like everything in your head, but you have to be able to get it on paper where everyone working on it that's on your team, if you have a team, or for me, Jody, where Jody can understand it and also like see your idea clearly enough to be able to execute it. Because if you're trying to describe something and it's not clearly written out exactly how you want it, there's going to be something that may be different, or it may be a good thing, but it may also end up being not exactly what you wanted if you're not writing it out and trying to put your idea down clearly. At the same time, you're going to have shots that are similar to each other, and they need to be grouped together. So if you're you're shooting a video and you're in the air quote living room or whatever, and there's shots throughout the video that's in the living room, but then there's some outside, you really need to group those shots in the living room together so you're not going in and out of the house or the set or wherever you're at the whole time you're shooting, because that's just a whole lot of extra time that you could be using to be shooting things. So group those similarity shots, or the similar shots together. It really, really, really helps. So not only are you having to map it out in your head and on paper, you also have to group them in terms of similarity. Outfit changes. Yeah, and you have to make sure you group those too, because continuity is a thing. And you also have to think about the surroundings and the background for the video. When Jody and I were shooting for tonight, we were shooting it in my bedroom, because Tonight is literally about a song about a girl who her boyfriend broke up with her, and it's like a basic breakup song. Her boyfriend broke up with her, and she's like, I don't know where you are, I miss you. Do you miss me? Type thing. So like, girl in her bedroom staring at the ceiling. Essentially, that's you get the idea. So, it's supposed to be like at night, taking place at night, because that's when, I don't know if you've ever been through a breakup. Obviously, like the nights are the worst part, because then your brain is like catching you up on all the things that you suppressed during the day. Anyway, not the point. So yeah, nighttime. And for mine, we had to put dark blankets over the windows to give the illusion that it was nighttime. But in reality, it was quite sunny outside. Like very bright. It was, I think we shot it in June or July. Okay, it was very bright, very hot outside. Not that has a difference because we were inside, but middle of the day, started at 9 a.m., finished at like 6 p.m., something like that. And it looks like it's literally at night because we put blankets up and had to shut out any form of light whatsoever. And didn't even know that we needed to do that until Jody got there. So, not the point, but it helps to think about things. Yeah, okay. So, another thing to think about is the lighting. Okay, I know we just talked about closing off the light, but you also need light to light up your face. Like my face in the video, it was either going to be like super dark, and the overhead, or it was going to be super dark, but if we use the overhead light, it was going to cast weird shadows. But thankfully, I had a bedside table lamp that cast enough light, and we were able to shoot around that. So that was very helpful, and something that needs to be thought of, because even when you're blocking out light, you also need light so that whatever you're focusing on in the video looks good and looks like you are focusing on it. Because if it's too dark, then it just looks bad. So yeah, ceiling fan lights are not always good lighting. You need some other sources of light. And you need multiple cameras, multiple lenses. Are you dealing with mirrors? That's difficult. We were dealing with mirrors. You have to be really strategic with that because you only want the subject shown, not the cameraman. So in my room at the time, I had this huge mirror against the wall, and then I also had a dresser mirror. Okay, I just wanted to make my room look really big, I guess. I like mirrors, I don't know. So it was difficult because some of the shots we had to take, we had to angle it a certain way so that Jody wasn't in like the frame, wasn't in the shot, but it was me. We were also catching the right angle of me without getting Jody in the shot. It was very difficult. Like actually a lot of the time was maneuvering around the mirrors. Yeah, that was a fun thing. And then when all of that is over, like all the shooting, all of that is over, someone has to edit that. So you have a whole puzzle that was just poured onto the table and organized by color and piece shape, and the editor gets to sift through all of those pieces and actually put the puzzle together. The puzzle being the music video, obviously. So, yeah, Jody did all of that because he's dope. For the music video I did, it took a day for shooting and then like a day or half a day for editing. I don't remember how long it took. It was a while ago. Probably like a full day. But for these bigger, higher budget music videos, like you have a few days of shooting and probably like a week of editing, if not more. Like these higher budget videos probably take a lot longer than that. And then after all of that is done, which is an insane amount of time with editing, I don't really know much about the editing part because Jody edited all of the stuff and color corrected the things and did all of the awesome like transitions and fades and things that I don't know how to do. So yeah, after all that's done, you have to do the whole business part of it. Like you have to figure out how you want to release it, and you have to market it. You have to build up to it. Make short little videos to give people a little taste of what they're gonna see. You have to build their excitement up, but like, how do you do that? Okay, talk to your editor, ask him or her to create a little trailer for it, but that also means that you're going to have to make a marketing edit of your song. So sometimes that could mean having an instrumental version of your song. So whenever you're working with a producer, you need to talk to them about doing that for when you're in the studio and you're doing all that stuff. So in my case, I played the part of the producer, so I had to make those little snippets. Get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of work. For the music video for tonight, I built up the release for 2 weeks on Instagram and Facebook. The thing is, you have to push it so much that they remember what you're doing, like the audience online, they have to remember what you're doing, but also not too much to where it's annoying. It's a very, very fine line to walk because if it gets annoying, you could lose your audience. But if you don't push it enough, then your audience doesn't know that the video exists in the first place. So that can be a difficult thing, but it's just something you have to work through and kind of figure out. It's also really good to map out your whole marketing plan for that. Like the whole time, go ahead and plan out your posts and when you're going to post them. Even, sometimes down to what time you want to post them. Are you going to pay for it to be an ad on Facebook or Instagram? Because that's a thing, can reach more people. Yeah. And then once the video drops and it's posted, on all the websites and the, the YouTube, you can't stop working on it. Like, it's the same with the song. You have to keep posting about it. You have to keep being consistent about it because, you have to keep reminding the audience about your new release. And in the age we live in, we're all about immediacy and we have super short attention spans, or at least like I do. Like I'll scroll through Instagram or Facebook and be like, oh, this person's come out with a new song. Cool. And then like, I'm going to forget. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I'm probably going to forget they're coming out with a new song unless I see another post and then another post because I get distracted, and I feel like humans in general get distracted on Facebook, Instagram. That's why there's a Facebook rabbit hole, okay? Like, I go down it all the time, and YouTube's the same way. But we're talking about Facebook and Instagram. Like, you just end up going down a rabbit hole, and then you forget, right? Okay, so you have to be consistent with posting about it. But again, you can't be annoying. Like, hey, don't forget I have a music video out, or don't forget I have a song out. But like, also don't hate me that I'm posting this again. Because, there's a good chance that even though you've posted about it, some have forgotten that you've released it, like I said, or because of algorithms. Like, all your posts didn't reach them because that's how algorithms work, I've learned. Facebook has a new algorithm, Instagram has a new algorithm. You hear it all the time, and it can end up being difficult because you're not able to reach all of your followers like the way that you need to, or the way that you were before, because things have changed in the app or on the website. You know what I'm saying? So you have to keep posting it and keep telling people about it. And it can be pretty difficult to, come up with new ideas. Like, what else do you need to do? So I'm still learning about all of that, but it's just something that you have to work on. And like I said, it really helps to plan things out when it comes to that. Being organized, I've found, is the most important thing, really in general, but also really when you're going to be putting something out online, music or even a podcast or, a music video or anything like that. You just have to be consistent with it. But, all in all, I'm very, very, very thankful for working with Jody, and he taught me a whole lot about the process. He helped me put out a dope music video, and he's just, super smart and knows how to use a camera and edit, and that's just like what he does. So y'all make sure to go check out Gazing Cat Productions at gazingcat.com. He does a whole lot of stuff like this, and like I said, he's super smart, knows what he's doing. So, and he also does photo shoots, so, make sure to contact him for all your photo shoot or video needs. Yeah, super cool. So, hope you learned something today. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Don't forget, search for me on Facebook or Instagram, ArcherMusicXX, and make sure you look up my website, archermusicxx.com. I have my song out called Colors, and I may be coming out with something a little soon, so stay updated. Just search Archer Music XX.